What's up, Cancer? Welcome to my channel, Divine Nudges, where we look to deliver messages that resonate with your intuition. In other words, messages that have already been coming to you. Maybe some of them stuck and resonated. Maybe some of them you dismissed as questioning your own judgment. Okay, so those are the messages that we're looking to call forward today, messages that help to confirm that you are tapped into your intuition, and by confirming that you will listen to it more and therefore help it develop and grow. With that said, let's get started with some oracle cards before we pull some tarot cards. Let's see what the oracle has to say. What's going on in the Cancer or with the Cancer collective? So it says here past, lack, and suffering. So, Cancer, there may be something in the recent past that caused you some heartache, some pain. Says here lack. So, you may be missing something or someone. Okay. Sorry to hear that, Cancer, but hopefully these next few messages will brighten up your day. The next one here is we have Ace of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you are very emotional right now, Cancer, and this person is inundated, is submersed, right? Submerged in water right now. So you may be all in your feels right now, Cancer, okay? Which, it's funny because they say that a lot, about the sign of Cancer. Very emotional sign, very teary eyed sign. So let's see what's going on here. And it says here seeds and spring. So there may be something that you've been working on since the springtime got here. So since March, or something that you've been, some planting, some, actions that you've been taking, something that you have in the works right now, that you'd like to see come into fruition, Cancer. Let's keep going here. They are coming out. It says here release, surrender, purge, and facade and beliefs, right? Sorry about the blurriness. Sometimes it works out beautifully, others it's a bit of a challenge, okay? So yeah, there's a need for you to surrender, to release, to purge, and that's what I'm seeing here, right? What people don't understand is that, you know, they give the water signs, a hard time about being emotional, but people don't understand that water is cleansing. Okay, it's purifying. It's purge some. I'm gonna make up a word. It's purge some. Okay, so you may be right now in a place. Again, here's a waterfall, where you're purging, where you're surrendering, where you're releasing some bad feelings, emotions, some pain, some trauma. Cancer, and it says facade and beliefs. So most recently, you may not have been living in your truth, Cancer. You know what I mean? Like you may have been putting on a front, to save face, or someone around you may have been putting on a front to save face. And you may have believed this person. You may have believed that this person was being honest with you. Or maybe you believed yourself. Maybe you didn't even realize that you were putting on a facade. Let's see what else we have, if anything else from this deck here. So we have truth and expression. So, whatever was going on here, it looks like we're shifting from, this facade and, these beliefs that were, tricking us. We believed we were doing the right thing. We believed that, we were on the right path. Sometimes we lie to ourselves, sometimes others lie to us, but it looks like there's a shift out of this energy and into truth and expression and speaking your truth, and not the beliefs that have been imparted on you by family, culture, and society, Cancer. So let's keep moving here with some more. We have a Lover's Oracle deck. The first card that fell out was Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. So this may be what you're mourning right now. You might be mourning, someone who has sabotaged the connection with you, or you yourself maybe have sabotaged something. Okay, but this is the Lover's Oracle, so this is in regards to a romantic connection. So there may be some sabotage, and it says here hope. I haven't given up hope on us yet. Okay, so a word of caution, if you are the one causing sabotage, please know that, even good people get tired. Okay, so place it where it fits. This is a general reading, so this might be messages for the watcher, or it might be, messages for Cancer. When I say watcher, I mean the person that's in Cancer's energy, right? But this is the message that's coming to me. It looks like all hope is not lost, but please be forewarned that if this sabotaging behavior continues, that something good may come to an end. Okay. Says here, shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. So, Cancer, someone in this connection is growing. Someone in this connection has been turning a mirror towards themselves. Someone is learning, someone's growing from this connection. It could be both of you, it could be one of you, it could be you, it could be them. Okay, but there's been some overwhelm, you know, the stress from this is draining me. So, I'm thinking about that suffering card in the previous oracle deck. You're in this stressful space. You're in this. I'm getting a little bit of toxicity. I'm getting a bit of a karmic connection here. Okay, so that's what's coming up. And it says, unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Okay. So it looks like someone in this connection, as I said, someone is sabotaging, right? Someone has been made to realize what their flaws are. And it's really taking a toll on them. It's almost as if they cannot help themselves and they're feeling defeated and depleted. Sometimes people get in their own way, and it appears as if in this connection, in this situation, this person has some growing to do. I have to say, Cancer, it might not be a situation that's going to end successfully. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. I only mean to be the bearer of realistic news. And by the way, these messages that I'm calling forth are messages that have already come to you. So if these messages haven't come to you already, this may not be your reading. Okay. Let's take a look. I'm going to pull some cards from the Sixth Sense Oracle and see how these intuitive messages have been delivered to you, Cancer. How are these messages being delivered to the sign of Cancer? What spiritual channels? Okay. So the first one is humble. Humble is the portal of limitless improvements. So through humbling experiences, Cancer, is how you have been receiving these messages. Through very humbling experiences. Okay. So it sounds, Cancer, like you may be the one who's been sabotaging a good thing, and the universe is calling that to your attention. But if it does not apply to you and it applies to the other person, then through you humbling them, okay? But it's been through humbling experiences that you're getting these messages intuitively. The next one is clear cognizance. It says the ability to have a clear knowing with no practical explanation for why. Well, it's no secret that Capricorn is among the intuitive signs along Pisces and Scorpio. So it's not odd to hear that these messages are just coming to you as a sense of knowing. It's pure intuition. The next one is Uranus, the urge for originality and independence from the old traditions, change, disruption, and revolution. So these intuitive messages are also coming to you through shocking experiences. You may have had some shocks to the system recently, which is how you've been humbled, right? You may like, wow, I didn't realize that, I didn't know that, or oh my goodness. So you may have had some shocking, not like incredibly like debilitatingly shocking, but just like, wow, I didn't realize that, I didn't know that, you know so these intuitive messages are coming to you through your experiences, through your interactions, Cancer, through what's happening with you. And it says here, divine light keeper. The light beings are sent to earth to help people, to uplift humanity and support the collective's awakening process. So you may be going through an awakening right now, Cancer, and this is part of your awakening, this shadow work, this, the reason, to me, this is more like the reason why these messages are being delivered to you, the reason why you're being humbled, the reason why your shadow side is, you're being called to work on your shadow side, Cancer, is because you're going through an awakening process right now. Okay. Um, and it could be, divine light keepers, tarot readers, someone around you. You yourself can be a light keeper. As I said, Cancers are a very intuitive and very spiritual sign. Okay. So let's move on and see what other messages we have for you, Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards and see what other messages we have for the sign of Cancer today. Cancer, I hope no matter what is going on in and around you, that you are managing to practice self-care, self-love, self-healing, that you are maintaining a high vibration. You're not allowing yourself to fall too deeply into any rabbit holes. Cancer, you may be in the need for an adventure, or you may be acting before you think, Cancer. There may be someone, for some of you, there may be someone in your midst that's a bit of a playboy, a bit of a playgirl, a bit of a player. Okay, a bit of a player. So let's see what's coming in with this Knight of Wands. What is this Knight of Wands? What is this Knight of Wands that just came in? All right. So yeah, this is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is someone who's coming out of a funk. Okay. So this may be what's coming in for you soon, Cancer. You may be coming out of a bit of a depression, a bit of feeling, sad, of feeling down, of mourning something in your recent past. Okay. So you are looking, at the bright side of life, Cancer. This is what's coming in for you. So I'm glad to hear it. I love that for you. Let's keep going here, Cancer. Let's keep going. What else is going on with the sign of Cancer? So here we have the Three of Wands. It came out in the reverse, Cancer. So the Three of Wands is your ships coming in. So you may be feeling a bit of a blockage still, Cancer. um the Three of Wands is a card of looking out into the future, Cancer. So in your recent past, you may have been in a space where you really couldn't see what was coming next for you. What's in your future, what's in the next path. What's next on your path. Okay, your ship's coming in. You may be feeling like things aren't moving for you. There's a bit of a block here. Here we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So again, Cancer, we're getting a lot of emotions here. We're getting a lot of emotions here. We're getting a lot of sadness, a lot of, depression here, a lot of feeling unfulfilled, filled because your needs are not being met right now, Cancer. This is what I'm getting. Your needs are not being met. And it may be because you have someone who's in and out of your life, someone who's a bit flaky, like I said, a playboy, a playgirl, a player, okay? And it's leading to really unfulfilling feelings. And you're trying to get out of the funk, but every time you try to get out of it, it's just something happens where you just it makes you feel unfulfilled. Um, Here we have some energy coming in. So let's see what's going on with this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick movement. It's a shift in energy. It's downloads. It's communication. Could be text messages. Could be conversation. Um, Here we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. So there's a need for some changes to be made, Cancer. There's a need for some changes to be made inside your home, inside your heart. Okay. It looks like there's a need for some changes to be made. Um, you're not getting the attention that you need, or maybe you're crying out for attention and you're not being heard, and you're not feeling seen, you're not feeling heard, and this is making you feel like you need to make some changes. And if you're not getting that message, Cancer, the universe is certainly sending you the message that something needs to change. You cannot continue to live in this environment, right? So, I'm getting an unhappy home here, which is interesting because Cancer is the sign of family and home life, okay? Here we have the King of Swords. So you may have an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini in your space and in your environment. Okay, so this might have something to do with any one of those signs. This might have to do with someone who can come across as domineering and detached and ice cold. Okay, this could also be someone who's extremely intelligent, who has clear vision, and not necessarily in the spiritual sense, but someone who just has their head on straight and has their head on right. So place it where it fits for you. But let's see what's going on. What's going on with this King of Swords? What's going on with this King of Swords? Yeah, that King of Swords is who you're in a relationship with right now. Okay. So you may feel, Cancer, like this is your soulmate. There's something about this King of Swords that just makes you feel like it has to work out. This is your connection. This is where you're supposed to be. Like this is your divine your happy place. But here we have the Devil that just came out. And so this connection, this person, this relationship is making you feel like you're not enough. Why even try? I can't. So this is the Devil card. So this may be, again, a karmic connection, that at first seemed like it was a soulmate connection. At first it seemed like that was the person for you. Okay. And then here we have the Five of Swords. So I see there's a lot of conflict. There's this card says mistakes and solutions, right? So I see the energy of going back to the drawing board, of trying to make things right. Quite frankly, Cancer, it sounds like you're working really hard to make this relationship work, to make this connection work, to make this situation work. What other messages do we have for the sign of Cancer? Well, if it isn't the Chariot in reverse, the Chariot is represented by the sign of Cancer. So Cancer, you're just not feeling yourself. You're in your head. You feel blocked. You're not in a good space. You're not in the upright in this reading, Cancer. Okay. This is causing you some inner turmoil. And here we have the Hermit card. Okay. So right now you're really, it's causing you to go within. We saw the Shadow card earlier. You made me realize what my flaws are. So you may be in a space where you're realizing where you've been toxic and things that you need to correct about yourself. It may not be the other person, or again, you two may be mirroring each other, right? Here we have this Two of Cups, and that very much is the act of mirroring of two people who are on equal footing. You know what I mean? So there may be like, well, he did it, so I'm going to do it, or she did it, so I'm going to do it. That kind of energy going on between you. And so you're being called to detach from that energy so that you can go in and reflect, Cancer. What else is going on here? Let's see what's going on with. You've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of meditating, a lot of resting, a lot of praying, Cancer, and you realize that you need to heal. There's a lot of passion in this connection too. There's a lot of passion. So it's almost as if there are these like, you go from the connection feeling peaceful and being at ease, and then all of a sudden there's like a big argument and someone flares up, and then all of a sudden it just, so the energy, it's the contrast between, like, this connection goes from 0 to 100. By the way, this is also sexual energy, so I'm not saying no. There's a lot of chemistry in this connection. You're very attracted to this individual, very attracted to this person. Okay. Here we have the Magician. Here we have the Magician. This is a card of manifestation. I like to say this is also the card of alchemy, right? This is someone who has all the tools, you know? So I feel like you feel like this person has everything that you want in a person. But if they would just fill in the blank, it's almost as if in so many ways we're so right for each other, right? But what I'm getting is not in all ways, right? So here we have the Temperance card, which again is a heart of harmony, balance, integration, right? The merging and the blending of things. It's also the sign of complete opposites, you know so again, there's a King of Swords, which is an air sign, and then there's a water sign, not necessarily the most harmonious elemental connection, but those signs, those elements have a natural affinity towards each other. Okay, so this may be a situation where opposites attract. Cancers are very affectionate, very nurturing, very intuitive, very emotional. Air signs are very logical, very intellectual, very mind over matter driven. They could be cold, they could be detached. So this could be a situation where opposites attract, right? But you're not always feeling fulfilled by that, because you want someone that's softer. You want someone that's a little bit more in tune with not only their emotions, Cancer, but your emotions as well. I didn't think that this was going to turn into a love reading, but like I've done two other signs today, and I tried to make this general, general readings, and all three of the signs came out to be very much relationship oriented. And I gotta say, I didn't even use the Lover's Oracle deck for the other two signs, and it still worked out that way, Cancer. All right, let me see what other messages we have here. Cancer, you are avoiding the truth. Okay. And if it's not you, it's your partner, or it's both of you, because here's another two. You two are mirroring each other very much so. Okay. And it's getting to the point where you're both being stubborn. This person has, their arms over their heart as if they're protecting their hearts. You know what I mean? So it's to the point where you guys are getting to coping mechanisms, okay, in this connection. And the coping mechanism is to protect yourself. So now you're being defensive. Now your guard is up, right? But you all are avoiding something here. You're avoiding the truth of this connection. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. You don't want to leave each. You can't. It's like you feel like you cannot leave each other alone, right? You just can't seem to leave each other alone. But in doing so, you all are ignoring all of the things that you need to work on. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So what do we need to work on? Again, nurturing, being loving, being kind. This is a very sensual energy here. This is also a very motherly energy here. Also very fruitful. This person is fruitful and they multiply. Okay. Um, but this is a queen, right? And then here is this five of wands here, right? So you guys in this connection, right? There is a little bit too much stock placed on pettiness, on arguments, on conflict, okay? Um you know what? I'm also getting though that this is feeling like a third energy, right? So I don't know if I'm getting that someone's mother might be way too involved in this connection, in this situation, and maybe adding to some of the conflict and some of the arguments and some of the pettiness. That may be what, it has something, something to do with here. So, you may need to, how do you fix it? Keep other people out of your connection. There may be an outside energy that's way too involved in what's going on with you all. So you may need to get that person out of your business. None of your business, lady. None of your business, sir, ma'am. you know all right, let's pull some oracle cards again to close out the reading. Give Cancer some advice, as the weekend approaches and they have to deal and face what's going on. Let's see what's going on here with the sign of Cancer. Some advice. Some advice for the sign of Cancer. Alrighty. Here we go. All right. Says here, have faith. So, um, one of the oracle cards that we pulled in the beginning was like, I hope that all isn't lost or something like that. I'd have to go back to the beginning of the reading to remember what it was, right? But have faith. All hope has not been lost. I don't see where this connection has to be over. This situation has to come to an end, but things do need to change. It says here, go with the flow. Okay. So there may be a need for harmony here, but what it came out in the reverse. So I'm feeling like you're not going with the flow. Someone's not going with the flow. So you all need to go with the flow right now of this connection. Introduce harmony. Find a way to meet each other halfway. Okay. Find a way. Find some sort of common and middle ground between you. Okay. So that's something that I'm seeing here. Also, have some fun. These people are dancing. They're being playful. So you all may need to go back to when you first started, the honeymoon phase. I think this is Paris. I think this is the Eiffel Tower. Maybe go on a trip. That's way too many. Let's put those back in here. And let's get one final card for the sign of Cancer. Never one final card. So tune out the distractions. What did I say? There may be someone in your business that's causing some conflict between you and your person. Tune out the distractions. It says here, be open to love. So, that Two of Swords energy earlier was you all were closing yourselves off to each other's loves. You guys, as I said, go with the flow, have some fun, meet each other halfway, and be open to each other's love. So you have to unclog that channel. It says here, do what you love. So again, this is kind of coming out consistently here. Do what you love. Go back to where you all found yourselves and connected with each other in the beginning, okay? And then it says here, change tracks. So that's what it is, Cancer. You all have been stuck in a rut. You all have been stuck in a cycle and you need to shake things up a little bit. You need to, re-spark the flames and the connection between you. I love the fact that as I'm putting this away and ending this reading, it says have faith. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave you with peace, love, and light. Cancer, if this reading resonated, please like, share, or subscribe so that the algorithm knows that you would like to hear more messages from you. Until next time, see you later.